Offense now heading back out onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough.
And Darnold, he lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. This one into the hands of Burton. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 16. Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
Go now. 10 Lobo. 59. Mike to 59. You get Rodney. You recon. 132 fighter. Ready?
On 1st down, it's Harper. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
You draw Parker. Go.
James now off the play fake. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. To throw is James from the gun on 3rd down. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Tucson. Bound to lose one. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Come on, D. Hard. Check 3. Bravo. Mike, check. Go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Darnold. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A final shot before the break. Darnold, he's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll start with a battle right here in Florida. Jacksonville heading south to take on Tampa Bay. And it's the Jaguars who are out in front. 2 touchdown passes there for Teddy Ballgame. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting New England Patriots. Riley Ridley, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And that one, compelling, as evidenced by that scoreline.
Nigga, Le'Veon Bell is still in the league.
Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Here's Darnold. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. He'll return it from the 6. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Well, here's a first down throw that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, we talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
They'll run on first down. It's Mitchell. And some space here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Here's James on first down. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Mecole Hardman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is up to 18 now. So the drive there, 5 plays. 80 yards. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Good eye.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Still
in
I've been
search
playing
of their
with a
first
lot
touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. On 2nd down now. It's Jacobs. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Khalil Mack in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far.
Are they going to go for it because it's 4th quarter?
It's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Chargers 21, Steelers 3.
Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. And here we go on 4th. Darnold. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Off often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free, creating something good for your team.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Darnold, and that will be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
On 4th down, Darnold, blitz coming, and down he goes. Khalil Mack, and the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. They'll keep it on the ground. Harper, he finds an opening past the 40. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year, the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
You break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they open the lead up now to 25. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And it's right about this time of year you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
And I think for most teams, the obvious.
Darnold, he lost the football.
Somebody pick it up.
And picked up by the Chargers. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Now a handoff.
Yeah, I was about to realize he was
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Pilot, 64, weak, crunch. Hey, Echo. 29 is the mic.
James to throw on 2nd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? On 3rd down, it's Harper, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
And now
once they go down, like, I've never seen nobody good at the bottom of the first round to be like, 2nd round. Can argue that.
No, not her at all. this
but
one of our
she's
guys.
singing too.
No, she's at least
on like
another pitch.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he's just saying something about turning out the lights.
By all means.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Yeah.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchdown.
I didn't even know he was 6'5". He looked hella short. But, like, you got it. He's on the Sixers. Yeah, he's on the Sixers, so he looked like
up on the scoreboard. They've got the momentum.
And that's a confident group that we see hitting the field again. Just what you talked about.
Like, he's on the team of Giants.
They feel like they can go ahead and do it again. They are locked in and feeling good about how this game is going.
And they're playing free. They're playing loose.
Yeah, and that's a good thing. You know, sometimes it can be a bad thing if you're too free, too loose, and you give up your responsibilities. But not this unit. They are ready to go.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The throw right sideline here is complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Darnold now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw is Darnold. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got it and broke it up. The Steelers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Here's Darnold into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. They rallied and made the tackle.
So the Steelers with a football.
See, it's only trash because like it's really nothing in the second round, like in ever.
Offensively, after having time to talk it over, the punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Ready? 50, play.
But don't get on to sit there and debate. Like, yeah, which one you want?
On 1st down, it's Harper. And some room to work. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Kind of tired. I knew it.
You got it. You got it.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
But I don't think he pre-ordered it. EA Access give you early.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Early jumps to the big.
To his right. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now James. From the gun, he'll throw. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Operating from the gun. James, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
James now throwing on 4th down. Open man here is Foster. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Then he'll give it here to his running back.
Come on now, they're just going to keep doing that.
And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Get the fuck out of his hand. Mike 48. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
One last throw down for Darnold. He's going to let it fly. It's caught at the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Oh, my God.
Evans,
this game is weird.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
I might be trading Porzingis. We'll see how I go though.
With the X Factor zone hawk, he catches it. Doesn't get bothered by nobody. Breaks a tackle at that. None of that made sense.
Trying to decide.
Oh, man.
And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Steelers.
What
Just a formality now, but here's the extra point.
Man, like, what? Man, cannot let you be great.
So the PAT is good. They get the touchdown, the point after, but of little consequence in the ending, as this one's now over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah.
I do gotta check that.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the home team
yard
here,
too.
they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl.
With the whole wood tree. You playing Chuck?
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 others, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple school. I got
really got that at the last second. Like, what type of...
what you gonna do? Come on. I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me. No conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking. No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. Run to the bed until we all got them buckets. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet.
Nah, cause like one John, the game that I lost, the interception that they made me throw was ridiculous. Like when I say my wide receiver didn't reach or make a gesture to the ball, man, that's just bonkers. It's like, yo.
What's happening right here? These guys just like it's too consistent. Now it's like I have to run. Or when I pass, it's gotta be pretty fast. Now hike it, sack, hike it, sack, hike it. Let me try to go deep sack. I'm alright. This is definitely Giants doing.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You would joke like your belly show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be
that's dope. Khalil Mack got 52 sacks. His jersey number 52.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You would joke like your belly show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish now.
Listen, cuz
if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in.
Khalil Mack got 52 sacks.
I'm the realest. Tupac in the imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in the sense. At any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This
I feel like they
from within. I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in.
I don't know if I got a screenshot of it, but dog, they like my quarterback hella accurate, and the way they literally he threw it right at my wide receiver and the bull right behind him, caught that shit. I was like, man, y'all did not want me to win this game. 2 games left within the playoffs.
This player literally that I really want, and I don't think it's